This is Chris Videos. Like, subscribe to Team W Wrestling on YouTube, subscribe to my other channel, Word of Chris, and subscribe to this channel, Chris Videos, and follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and both of my TikToks. I'll be down there in the description box, and I'm here to do my WWE Monday Night Raw, May 15th, 2023 reviews. So here we go, discussing about tonight's episode of Monday Night Raw. Now we kick off the show with the undisputed WWE Tag Team Champions, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. So yeah, they come out, and Sami Zayn starts talking about what happened this past Friday night on Smackdown with Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa challenging them for the tag team titles. And Sami Zayn was talking about how he is so glad that he and Kevin Owens is going to finally get their revenge on Roman Reigns, because they thought that was never going to happen and everything. And they said that they thought it was going to be sitting back and watching the bloodline crumble, but Roman Reigns is doing it for himself and all that stuff, because he's so damn power hungry and all that stuff. So yeah, that's what he was talking about. And Sami Zayn was getting like really pissed off, talking about how him and Kevin Owens will beat him this next Saturday and all that stuff. So yeah, that's what he was talking about. But then all of a sudden they get interrupted by Finn Balor, Damian Priest, Dominic Mysterio, and the WWE Smackdown Women's Champion Rhea Ripley, the Judgement Day. So the Judgment Day comes on. They was about to talk on the mic, but Kevin Owens stops them right dead in their tracks. And he says, I already know what y'all want to come out here for. I'm all fired up. I want to fight. And y'all want to come out here? Let's fight then. And Sami Zayn was like, hold up now. We don't know what they want. Let's let them speak out. And all of a sudden they spoke out, and Damian Priest was like, yeah, I want to fight. And yeah, they all was about to get into the ring, about to jump Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, up until Finn Balor stops them. And Finn Balor wants to, tell them that they are looking forward to their match against Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa at Night of Champions. And if they can beat them, the line will be waiting on Monday Night Raw with them at the front. So yeah, that's what Finn Balor was saying. And Kevin Owens was, still wanting to fight him and all that stuff. And then Sami Zayn was like, hold up, let's let Dom talk. And Dominic was trying to talk up until the fans were just booing the hell out of him. And Kevin Owens was like, look, they ain't going to let him talk. Can I just punch him? And Sami Zayn was like, sure, you can just punch him. And Kevin Owens was about to punch Dominic up until Rhea Ripley gets up into Kevin Owens' face. And then we see Damian Priest punching Sami Zayn. And then the Judgment Day starts jumping on Kevin Owens, stomping on him and everything, up until Sami Zayn comes back into the ring with a steel chair chasing all of them off. So yeah, that's what happened there. Pretty good segment though. But yeah, still to come later on tonight on Monday Night Raw, we will see Gunther in action tonight, making his debut on Monday Night Raw. Not only that, we'll see a Battle Royale to determine the number one contender for the Intercontinental Championship. And up next, we're going to be seeing Shinsuke Nakamura versus The Miz in the first match of the night up next. So yeah, I'll see you guys later until the next thing that happens on Monday Night Raw. See you guys later until then. So the next thing that happened on Monday Night Raw, it was a one-on-one match. It was the first match of the night. It was Shinsuke Nakamura versus The Miz one-on-one. And this match, it was a pretty good match. It was going back and forth and everything. Like we see Nakamura try to lock on a cross arm breaker on The Miz, and Miz was not allowing that to happen. And he tried to pin Nakamura when he got back up to his feet, but Nakamura kicked out too. Both of them was going at it, like Miz was trying to hit the Skull Crusher finale on the Nakamura. Nakamura rolls him through and stuff, and then he runs and hits the corner, and then Miz was trying to hit that clothesline in the corner, and Nakamura moves out the way, and Miz lands on that second rope. And then that's when Nakamura hits that German suplex onto him when he slides out the ring, and then he gets back in there, setting up for the Kinshasa onto Miz, but Miz quickly moved out the way and started grabbing onto the apron. The apron right there, and then he pulls in the thing in there, and the referee gets Miz to stop. And while the referee's dealing with that, like putting the apron back together and everything, we see Miz poking Nakamura in the eyes, and then he hits the Skull Crusher finale onto him. He pins him. 1, 2, Nakamura's foot lands on the bottom rope, which caused a rope break, so the referee stops counting. Miz starts arguing with the referee. Miz drags Nakamura back in the middle of the ring, but then Nakamura rolls him up for an inside cradle, only getting a 2 count, but as soon as Miz gets back up, he gets hit with the Kinshasa, getting pinned for the 1, 2, 3. So yeah, Shinsuke Nakamura defeated The Miz tonight on Monday Night Raw. That's what happened. Pretty good match, though, between those two guys. I'll give that match 2.5 stars. That's why I'll give it pretty good way to kick off Raw. But yep, that's what happened there. And then after that, they showed a replay or whatever about what happened this past Friday night on Smackdown with the women's tag team title match and stuff. And they said Liv Morgan's injured. So then we see backstage Adam Pearce is dealing with Sonya Deville and Chelsea Green because they want the women's tag team title match tonight. And Raquel's like, you can't have it because Liv ain't medically cleared to compete or whatever. And Sonya Deville's like, well, with situations like this, when I was a former management, if they can't defend their titles, they should relinquish it and give it to them. And Adam Pearce says it don't work like that. So yeah, that's what happened there. And then Raquel was like, I'm getting tired of this. How about this? I challenge you, Chelsea Green, to a match tonight. And Adam Pearce liked it, and yeah, that match is happening tonight. Raquel Rodriguez versus Chelsea Green 1-on-1. But up next, we're going to be seeing the Intercontinental Champion Gunther in action up next, making his debut on Monday Night Raw. So yeah, that match will be happening up next. So yeah, I'll see you guys later until the next thing that happens on Monday Night Raw. See you guys later until then. So the next thing that happened on Monday Night Raw, now we had the Intercontinental Champion Gunther and Ludwig Kaiser and Giovanni Vinci Imperium come out. Gunther stands on the announce table, and then we had Ludwig Kaiser introducing the ring general, Gunther. So yeah, he introduces him, and Gunther starts talking about how he's here on Monday Night Raw. He'll dominate Monday Night Raw just like how he went over there on SmackDown and dominated the SmackDown side as well. And he says he still is on his mission as the longest reigning modern day Intercontinental Champion. So yeah, that's what he said. But then we get the Battle Royale started, and there was a lot of people. So yeah, it was a number one contenders Battle Royale match. Winner of this match faces Gunther for the Intercontinental Championship at Night of Champions. So yeah, we had a lot of people in this. We had Matt Riddle, Apollo Crews, Ricochet, Mustafa Ali, Bronson Reed, JD Madonna, Dolph Ziggler, Von Wagner, a bunch of people in this. So yeah, that's what this match is all about, and it was an okay match for the most part. Now Matt Riddle comes out there last, and he kicks his flip flops at Gunther, which he had to get held back and stuff from trying to kick Matt Riddle's ass. But we'll talk about that later on. So yeah, we get to the match, and it was an okay match. Baron Corbin eliminated Akira Tozawa is the first one eliminated, and then Baron Corbin got eliminated, and then a bunch of eliminations starts happening. At one point, we see JD Madonna jump over the top rope after he got knocked on the ring apron. He gets super kicked off the apron when she got eliminated, and then Von Wagner eliminates Dolph Ziggler, and then that's when JD Madonna starts attacking Dolph Ziggler at ringside, throwing him into the steel steps, slamming his head against the steps multiple times and stuff. So yeah, JD Madonna, and looks like he's going to be having a feud with Dolph Ziggler now. But yeah, that's what was happening there. And yeah, a lot of people, like I said, was getting eliminated. We see Madcap Moss get eliminated. Apollo Crews got eliminated and stuff. Johnny Gargano, just a lot of people. So yeah, Gargano got eliminated by Matt Riddle, and since Matt Riddle was on the ring apron because he eliminated Johnny Gargano, Gunther gets Imperium to try to attack Riddle. Riddle was fighting him off and stuff, kicking them in the chest and everything, but then he gets knocked on the ring apron, and then we see Bronson Reed coming up, knocking Matt Riddle off the apron and eliminating him. So yeah, it looks like in the near future we're going to be seeing Matt Riddle feuding with Gunther for the Intercontinental Championship, which that'll be a very good feud right there. Good match at least. So yeah, that's what happened there. And then we get to the final three: Ricochet, Mustafa Ali, and Bronson Reed. Bronson Reed got knocked over the top rope by Ali and Ricochet, and then both of them was trying to knock Reed off the apron, but Reed was fighting back, pushing him away and stuff. And then at one point we see Ricochet try to eliminate Bronson Reed, but Bronson Reed got Ricochet up on his shoulders. And then we see Mustafa Ali jump off the top turnbuckle with a missile drop kick onto Bronson Reed. And he knocked Bronson Reed and Ricochet off the ring apron at the same time, and he won the match. So yeah, at Night of Champions, it will be Gunther versus Mustafa Ali 1-on-1 for the Intercontinental Championship. So yeah, that's what happened there. Pretty good Battle Royale for that match. I'll give it 2.5 stars. That's what I'll give it. It was a good one, but yeah, I know Ali and Gunther will have a good one though at Night of Champions. But yep, that's what happened there. But up next, we're going to be seeing Becky Lynch on Raw up next. So yeah, I'll see you guys later until the next thing that happens on Monday Night Raw. See you guys later until then. So the next thing that happened on Monday Night Raw, now we had Becky Lynch make her way out there to the middle of the ring, and she starts talking about why she went missing for the past month or whatever, and she said that she had time to clear her head and everything because of what happened, stuff with Trish Stratus and everything, and how everybody goes through issues and everything, and she just had to clear her head. So yeah, that's what Becky Lynch was talking about, and she said that she brought in two legends to help her out with her issues and stuff, Lita and Trish Stratus, and she said that Lita was amazing by helping her, and Trish was too up until what happened and stuff. So yeah, that's what she said, and then she said thank you, Trish, and all that for attacking her because she lit up a fire in her and stuff. So yeah, that's what Becky Lynch was talking about, that fire got lit up that she hasn't had in the past few months. So yeah, that's what Becky Lynch was talking about, and then she said that Trish Stratus is going to be regretting for calling her daughter dumb and everything. And yeah, at Night of Champions, she's going to get what's coming to her. So yeah, that's what Becky Lynch was saying. She sent a message out to Trish Stratus. Pretty good segment, I guess. But yep, it looks like at Night of Champions it will be Becky Lynch versus Trish Stratus 1-on-1. But yep, that's what happened there. And then after that, we see Kathy Kelly coming up, interviewing the SmackDown Women's Champion Rhea Ripley, because Rhea Ripley was watching the monitor backstage, watching Becky Lynch. So it looks like, I'm calling it now, Becky Lynch versus Rhea Ripley for the SmackDown Women's Championship at SummerSlam. I'm calling that match now at SummerSlam. But yeah, that's what happened there. And yeah, Rhea Ripley was talking about what happened last week with Natalya and stuff, but then Natalya comes up going face to face with her, and Rhea Ripley was like, I understand why you came into the ring. You didn't come in the ring to save Dana Brooke last week. You came in there because for yourself and all that stuff, to make yourself relevant once again. And she said, yeah, your career's been great, but I'm going to end your career next time if you try to do something like that again. So yeah, that's what Rhea Ripley says, and then Dominic comes over there, taps her on the shoulders, and then they held hands and walked away. So yeah, up next it will be Dominic Mysterio versus Xavier Woods 1-on-1 up next. So yeah, I'll see you guys later until the next thing that happens on Monday Night Raw. See you guys later until then. So the next thing to happen on Monday Night Raw, now we go to the next match of the night. It was Dominic Mysterio with the WWE SmackDown Women's Champion Rhea Ripley at ringside, the Judgment Day, versus Xavier Woods 1-on-1. So yeah, this is a rematch from last week's episode of Monday Night Raw. Now, when Dominic comes out, he grabs the mic and he starts talking. The fans are like booing the hell out of him while he's talking and stuff. And he's talking about he's going to beat Xavier Woods just like he did last week and stuff like that. And Xavier Woods grabs the mic and he says that, I'll be able to beat you if ain't nobody keep on trying to interfere in the matches and stuff like that. Because they're like, you always need somebody by your side and everything. And then Rhea Ripley starts talking, and we get to the match. So yeah, it was an okay match. We get to the ending where we see Xavier Woods hit like a gut buster onto Dominic. He pins him, but Dominic kicks out too. And then Xavier Woods climbs at the top turnbuckle, walks the ropes, and about to hit the elbow drop onto Dominic when he jumps off, but he lands on his feet because Rhea Ripley drags Dominic out the ring, saving him. Xavier Woods jumps over the top rope with a crossbody on Dominic, throws him back into the ring. The referee is distracted looking at Dominic, and then we see Rhea Ripley hitting Xavier Woods in the back of the head, pretty much tossing him back into the ring. And then while Xavier Woods is like on the mat, pretty much by the ropes, we see Dominic stand over him pretty much and use his feet to pin him for the 1, 2, 3. So yeah, Dominic Mysterio defeated Xavier Woods again tonight on Monday Night Raw. That's what happened for that match. I'll give it 1.5 stars. That's what I'll give it. But yeah, that's what happened there. And then after that, we see a vignette, or pretty much a video package of JD Madonna talking and stuff, the Irish Ace and all that stuff. So yeah. And then we see Kathy Kelly catching up to JD McDonough, and he was talking about why he attacked Dolph Ziggler is because Ziggler is a former world champion, Intercontinental champion, Mr. Money in the Bank, and all that stuff. And he says that he's there to make a statement. So yeah, that's what he says. And he starts walking away, and then all of a sudden in the background you can see Finn Balor looking. So yeah, Finn Balor used to be JD McDonough's teacher. when he was training to become a wrestler and stuff. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe a feud between them eventually or something. But yeah, that's what happened there. But yep, yeah, up next we're going to be seeing this year up next on Raw. So yeah, I'll see you guys later until the next thing that happens on Monday Night Raw. See you guys later until then. So the next thing that happened on Monday Night Raw, now we see the in-ring debut of this year. So yeah, it was Sangha and Veer with Jinder Mahal in this year versus two local competitors in a tag team match. And yeah, Indus Sher was dominating this match and stuff. They got one of the guys attacking the other one, and they just beat the hell out of him, laying him out and stuff. And then they hit their tag team finisher move onto that one guy, where we see Sangha picking up that guy like a sidewalk slam pretty much, and then Veer jumping off the second turnbuckle with a leg drop sidewalk slam combination onto the guy, and then Sangha pins him for the 3 count. So yeah, Indus Sher won their match, defeating those two local competitors. For that match, I'll give it 1 star. That's why I'll give it. And then after the match ended, Jinder Mahal grabs the mic and he says, "This is Indus Sher" and stuff, and then he walks over to the commentary test, throws on the headset and stuff, and he goes like, everybody claims that they're going, that they run Monday Night Raw, but Indus Sher does, and then grabs the mic again and says Indus Sher runs the Raw and stuff like that. So yeah, that's what happened there. And then after that, we see Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn talking backstage, and then we see the Intercontinental Champion Gunther, Ludwig Kaiser, and Giovanni Vinci Imperium coming up, talking to him because Imperium's upset at what happened last week and stuff. And Kevin Owens was like, "What, you want to fight or something? Let's go ahead and fight then." And Kevin Owens was like, "How about this? Next week we all get in a fight." And Sami Zayn was like, "Yeah, we'll just find tag team partners." So next week on Raw, it looks like it's going to be Imperium versus Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn in a mystery partner of their choosing in a 6-man tag team match next week on Raw. So yeah, it looks like that'll be happening. But yeah, I'll see you guys later until the next thing that happens on Monday Night Raw. See you guys later until then. So the next thing that happened on Monday Night Raw, now we go to another segment that's in the ring, and it was Cody Rhodes. So yeah, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, makes his way down there to the ring, and he asks Greensboro, what do they want to talk about? He said he wants to talk about Brock Lesnar and stuff, talking about how, but before he starts talking about Brock Lesnar, he starts talking about how Greensboro is the home of Starrcade and stuff, and all that stuff. But yeah, he starts talking about Brock Lesnar and all that stuff, and he starts telling like a story or whatever about Scorpion or whatever, and he was talking about what Brock Lesnar did to him last week on Raw and stuff, attacking him and pretty much challenging him to a match next week at Night of Champions, and Cody Rhodes says he gladly accepts. So yeah, Cody Rhodes accepts the challenge against Brock Lesnar at Night of Champions. So yeah, that's what he said. And then he was talking about how he actually beat Brock Lesnar at Backlash and stuff, how he bloodied him up, and he still kept it, even though he was locked up in the Kimura lock, he kept Brock Lesnar's shoulders pinned down for the 3 count and all that stuff. So yeah, that's what Cody Rhodes was talking about and all that stuff. But then he starts saying that everybody used to call Brock Lesnar back then the next big thing. He said, you know what? Brock Lesnar was the next big thing and all that stuff. But then he starts talking about how he's been the next big thing for so many years, and he dominated the whole sport, dominated Raw and everything. And he says that Brock Lesnar's pretty much jealous about what is the biggest thing on Monday Night Raw and all that stuff. So yeah, that's what he was saying. And then he says, do you know what it means when everybody says the next big thing? Yeah, you was the next big thing, but there's going to be somebody next after you. And he says that Brock Lesnar's just in his way. So yeah, that's what Cody Rhodes said. Pretty good segment. But yep, that's what happened there. And then after that, we see backstage, we see Zoe Stark pretty much talking. And we see Nikki Cross. Nikki Cross not even paying attention to her. And Zoe Stark was like, "Hey, Frick, don't you hear me?" or whatever. And then all of a sudden we see Candice LeRae coming up saying, "Don't call her a freak" or whatever. And then she says, "Well, how about you go spend time with your stupid family or something?" And she goes like, "Hey, don't be talking about my family like that." And then Zoe Stark was like, "Okay, cool." And then Candice LeRae was like, "How about this next week? And next week we have a match." And she goes like, "All right, fine. Next week it is." And she walks away. So yeah, next week on Raw, it will be Candice LeRae versus Zoe Stark 1-on-1. But yeah, up next we're going to be seeing one half of the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, Raquel Rodriguez versus Chelsea Green, 1-on-1 up next on Raw. And still to come later on tonight in the main event, it will be Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn versus Finn Balor and Damian Priest, the Judgement Day in a tag team match in the main event. So yeah, I'll see you guys later until the next thing that happens on Monday Night Raw. See you guys later until then. So the next thing that happened on Monday Night Raw, it was a one-on-one match. It was one half of the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, Raquel Rodriguez versus Chelsea Green, one-on-one. Chelsea Green has Sonya Deville at ringside with her, but yeah, we get to the match. Chelsea Green was dominating this match a little bit during this match because of Sonya Deville, but then obviously Raquel starts making a comeback at the ending, laying in some clotheslines and stuff, hits a few fallaway slams onto Chelsea Green, and then she jumps off the second turnbuckle with the corkscrew elbow drop onto Chelsea Green, lifts her up, and then hits her finisher move, the Tohada Bomb, onto Chelsea Green, and then pins her for the 1, 2, 3. So yeah, Raquel Rodriguez defeated Chelsea Green tonight in a one-on-one match. For that match, I'll give it 1.5 stars. That's what I'll give it. But yep, that's what happened there. And then we see Raquel holding up the women's title and stuff, the women's tag team title, up on the ramp and stuff, you know, for victory and all that stuff. But then all of a sudden we see her get kicked on the side by Ronda Rousey. So yeah, Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler comes up, and Shayna Baszler starts attacking Raquel, beating her in the face and all that stuff. Ronda Rousey grabs the mic and she says that it doesn't matter up until they accept her challenge for the women's tag team titles. They're just going to keep on attacking her every single week. So yeah, that's what he told Raquel. And then Ronda was holding Raquel while she was on her knees and stuff, and then we see Shayna Baszler coming up, kneeing her in the face. So yeah, that's what happened there. Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler attacking Raquel Rodriguez after she done defeated Chelsea Green tonight. So yeah, that's what happened there. It was an okay segment. But yeah, later on tonight in the main event, it will be Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn versus Damian Priest and Finn Balor, the Judgment Day, later on tonight in the main event in the tag team match. So yeah, I'll see you guys later until the next thing that happens on Monday Night Raw. See you guys later until then. So the next thing that happened on Monday Night Raw, it was the main event. But before we talk about the main event, there's a few things we got to talk about. And there was a segment that I forgot to talk about that happened way earlier tonight. So yeah, after that Battle Royale with Mustafa Ali winning, this is a segment that happened earlier or whatever that I forgot to mention. Mustafa Ali won the Battle Royale, and then that's when he goes to the Alpha Academy talking about, like, the way how you could win the match like how I did is just think positive and all that stuff. So he walks away from them after they started complaining or whatever, and then he walks into Gunther and Imperium, and yeah, Gunther was talking about, like, congratulations for winning the Battle Royale. Now you get to face me for the Intercontinental Championship, and you get to go to across the world and lose to me. So yeah, that's what Gunther said. And then Mustafa Ali looks at him and he goes like, oh no, what's going to happen is we're going to go across the world and then we're going to come back, and then you're going to come to find out that you lost to me and I'm the new Intercontinental Champion. They shook hands. So yeah, that's a segment I forgot to mention. But then we get to the next segment, because speaking about Imperium, we see them and then we see Paul Heyman, and Gunther and Paul Heyman shook hands. And the Imperium walks away, and then Paul Heyman tells his phone to call Roman Reigns. So yeah, that's what happened there. And then we see some more video packages of Seth Rollins and stuff when he talked to Corey Graves. It was like a two-parter. I forgot to mention the first part, and then we got the second part from where he comes up from NXT, winning the NXT Championship up to the Shield and everything up to now. So yeah, pretty good video packages about Seth Rollins. But then we get to the match, the main event. It was the undisputed WWE Tag Team Champions, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, versus Finn Balor and Damian Priest, the Judgment Day, in a tag team match in the main event for tonight's episode of Monday Night Raw. This match was a pretty good match. Now we see Paul Heyman coming out, talking on his phone and stuff. He's standing on the ramp and stuff, just watching this match. And this match was a pretty good one. We get to the ending, where we see the Intercontinental Champion Gunther, Ludwig Kaiser, and Giovanni Vinci Imperium coming through the crowd and stuff, watching this match from ringside. And Sami Zayn was distracted by that, and then that's when he gets rolled up for a pin, but he kicks out at 2. Him and Balor is going at it for a little bit more, and then Balor hits 1916, that lift up backwards DDT onto Sami Zayn. He pins him 1, 2. Kevin Owens breaks up the pin at the count of 2. Damian Priest comes in the ring, grabbing Owens by the throat, trying to hit South of Heaven onto him, but Owens reversed it, kicks him in the stomach, trying to hit the stunner onto him. Damian Priest pushes him away, grabs him by the throat again, and then that's when Owens kicks him in the stomach and finally hits a stunner onto Priest. And then we see Finn Balor grabbing Kevin Owens and tossing him out the ring through the second rope. And then Balor tries to hit Sami Zayn, but Sami Zayn grabs him, hits the exploder suplex onto him in the corner. He goes over there to the other side of the corner and hits the Huluva kick onto Finn Balor. He goes for the pin, but then all of a sudden we see Ludwig Kaiser and Giovanni Vinci Imperium getting up on the ring apron, distracting the referee and stuff. Kevin Owens gets in the ring, knocks both of them off the apron, and then he gets out of the ring, going face to face with Gunther. He pushes Gunther and stuff, but then all of a sudden we see Damian Priest coming up behind him, grabbing him by the throat and choke slamming him on the ring apron, laying out Kevin Owens. And then that's when Sami Zayn runs to the ropes and jumps over the top rope with a front flip onto Damian Priest, taking him out for the rest of the match. Sami Zayn gets back into the ring. We see Imperium again distracting the referee on one side of the ring, and then we see Gunther grabbing Sami Zayn's foot because Sami Zayn was going to hit a second Huluva kick on the Finn Balor, but since Gunther grabbed his foot, it distracted him, and then that's when Finn Balor hits that shotgun drop kick onto him in the corner. He climbs up the top turnbuckle and jumps off the top turnbuckle with the coup de grace onto Sami Zayn, and then pins him for the 1, 2, 3. So yeah, Finn Balor and Damian Priest, the Judgment Day, defeated Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn tonight in a tag team match. That's what happened. Pretty good match. I'll say that was match of the night right there. I'll give that match 3.5 stars. That's why I'll give it pretty good match. But yeah, match of the night right there. But yeah, that has been my Monday Night Raw reviews. For tonight's episode of Monday Night Raw, I'll give it 7 stars. That's why I'll give it. It was an okay episode, so yeah, that's why I'll give it. But yeah, that's been my Monday Night Raw episodes, Monday Night Raw reviews. So yeah, subscribe to Team W Wrestling on YouTube, subscribe to my other channel, Word of Chris, and subscribe to this channel, Chris Videos, and follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and both of my TikToks. And I'll be down there in the description box, and I'll see you guys later for this Friday's Friday Night Smackdown reviews, and this Wednesday's AEW Dynamite reviews. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Until then.